Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be making a tier list on all the Genshin characters with tignari, and collie. Alright, so I'll keep these two guys till the end, just to put a little more spice. Alright, so I have already done a tier list, but it was so bad that I'm actually embarrassed to put it out. So yeah guys, let's start. Aloy, actually, just give me a second, I'll add a tier. Alright, C is in C, you just sprite, don't use him. B, you could use him, to be honest, if you really want. Like, you could still clear a ton of stuff in the game. A is really good, but still they're not top tier. S is top tier. Anyone in SS is the best. Anyone in S or SS, they're the best. You should definitely go for them. And yeah, A also you could build them 100%. Right? I'm just thinking of removing C. No one is really C. Alright, let's just do that. So Aloy is unplayable since she doesn't have constellations. If you're gonna ask me if I like Aloy, yes I do. Aloy has a burst, which I really like. It puts down bombs on the ground. That's actually just it. It puts bombs in the ground that adds ice, cryo I mean. So yeah, I do like Aloy, to be honest, but she doesn't have constellations, and she could get a lot of damage off. You could get a lot of damage off with any other character. Alright, Amber is also really bad since her burst is too short. Her E is useless. Her E means her skill is useless. She's definitely not good, and she's also hard to get constellations. But I'll put Amber higher though, since she still does have her constellations. Alright. Actually, let's go for the SS. Bennett. Bennett is definitely one of the best supports in the game, if not the best, since he heals 70% of your 70% HP of the guy you're healing, and he also adds damage buffs. He gave Raiden 30k damage. By the way, I use Raiden, I mean Raiden. So he gave her like an extra 30,000 damage, while Raiden being C0, so that's really hard to dish out 100k like that with only Bennett, and hurts tax, I guess. Alright, I'll choose this. Venti. I do want Venti. Venti is really good support. Yeah, he's not DPS. So his burst just groups up all the small enemies together, and his E, I don't know, it does the same thing, but it's just a smaller range. I think Venti is really good with many characters. Like, he's a top tier support 100%. I don't think it's just that good, you know. Actually, I'm probably thinking of putting him in A, but you can't put Venti in A. Like, that's just too bad. Barbara. I'll put Barbara in A. I think Barbara is really good for support. I use her as a DPS. I used to use her like 2 days ago. Yeah, I do just think Barbara is really good for just hydro applying. That's about it, really. That's it for Barbara. Xinyan, she's not too bad. She's not unplayable. You could definitely play her and dish out some damage with her, but I don't think she's not good. Alright, like, would I ever put in her team? Nah. Her cooldown is 17 seconds long. That's a ton of time. You could say the same thing for Xingqiu, but later on we'll get to him. And she's just her burst is just short and just flings enemies up with a lot of pyro hits, I guess. So yeah, Xinyan is not good. Toma's a shielder and I guess a pyro applier. That's why I don't know. He's bad, right? I have him at C6 and he's still terrible. I don't think Toma is unplayable as well, since I don't know, he does have some W's to him, but just don't build him if you're going meta. Who should we go for? Razor. I'll put him at B. He was a top tier support at the beginning of the game, but I don't know, it's just too bad now. You can still build him if you really want, you know. I don't know, doesn't matter. I might change ratings later on when I just change all the characters. Cookie Shinobu, I heard she's bad, but I heard she's really bad actually. So you could just put her at B if you really want. But Cookie Shinobu, I looked at her elements. She could dish out the Electro. So if anyone really needs Electro, you could just put Cookie Shinobu on the team. She's really good with just applying Electro. I can't speak. Lisa, actually Lisa's good. Lisa's good. No, Lisa is A-ish, I think. Well, Lisa's A to B, alright? I'm not gonna choose, but I'll put her at B. So you guys don't get mad at me. I'll put Cookie Shinobu here. Alright, look. I say Cookie Shinobu's here just to not get spammed. I'll put her here. Alright, Albedo. Albedo is S tier. He's really good. He's a top tier Geo support, and I recommend having him in the team if you have someone like Ito, Zhongli, Ningguang. These three characters, you could just have Beto on the team 100%. He's good. We don't have Dory yet, so I'm not gonna put him. Hazel. No, Hazel is A. I've seen a lot of damage being dished out by Hazel. You know what? Wait. Alright, above. I'll put in. No, I'm not. Razor. This is B. Not recommended. Alright, I'll put these two in here. Alright. Why did I pony? Alright, so yeah, I just made an extra since it looked a bit clunky. Ito, another S tier. Alright, he's really good. He's really good Geo DPS. I do want him in my team, but a lot of banners came before him, like after him by like Kazuha. I could have pulled for him, but I really wanted Kazuha, and I got his C1. So yeah. Talking about Kazuha, give me a second. I'm looking for him. Talking about Kazuha, Kazuha is an SS tier support. He is insane. He gives you sword. He hits so hard, and he gives you some elemental damage. But you know what? Kazuha's just insane. All right. Just slap on him like something like his Freedom Sword or Sack Sword, and Kazuha is out of this world. Beto is A. Beto's a A tier support that I recommend having in your team if you need her really. But she's not like top tier or just SS like the best. But she's really good. I recommend having her on her team if you need a support. She has a shield and stuff, you know. I'm not gonna talk in depth about everyone. Yanfei. I like Yanfei, but you could say not recommended. But you can dish out a lot of damage with Yanfei, and yeah, that's about it actually. Yeah, I don't know. Yanfei is like Barbara actually, but just Pyro. Ayaka isn't actually a top tier SS. She's not an SS. She's really good. If you want her, anyone in S, just if you can get, just get them. Alright, let's just throw some guys in SS. Zhangling, Xingqiu, any other 4 stars that should be thrown up there. Wait, no, that's a no. Alright, so these two are just top tier supports. Alright, Zhangling could be his DPS early game, but that's not recommended later on. Chongyun, no, Chongyun is in A actually. Chongyun is not insane, but he's really good if you have him in the right team comp. For example, Chongyun National. Yeah, just put Bennett. Like Bennett, Zhangling, Xingqiu, Chongyun, that's a really good team. That was used actually really early on in the game. Eula. Eula could dish out 1,000,000 damage easy. Not easy actually, but she could dish out 1,000,000 damage. Right? By the way, these are not ordered. But she doesn't really deserve, like, she's not on the level of. Wait. Crap, I have to drop Albedo. No, I'm not dropping Venti. But Albedo is definitely the best. Just come here. Yeah, Eula could easily dish out 1,000,000 damage, but she's still not on the level of Ayaka. Ito or Venti. D-Luke is here. I just got him. I tried playing for Zhongli. Talking of Zhongli, he's SS. he's probably the best. Diluc is really good actually. He's insane. He could dish out 130,000 damage C0, but sadly he takes Xingqiu and Bennett. You need these two for a lot of team comps. Sadly I have Raiden, so I do need these two specifically. But if you want, Diluc is really good if you want to use him. Zhongli is SS since he's just one of the best units in the game. He gives you a shield. He hits really hard actually, and he's the best shielder in the game actually. That's why people pull for him. But he could just dish out 130k damage as a support. Diona is an A tier support. She's insane. Put her with Ganyu. She has a shield. She can heal. She's on the banner if you want to pull for her. Who's else on the banner? Fischl. Where's Fischl? Where's Fischl? Oh yeah, she's right here. Fischl is also 8 here. You know, just you could use Fischl. She's one of the best supports. She's also on the banner, and you could get her. Well, Ganyu is S tier. She doesn't really provide that much for the team. She could hit hard, so you could just say she's up there. But yeah, Ganyu is not the best. Goro is A tier. I actually have to start dropping some guys down here. Changyun, I'll put Beidou here. Goro is really bad if you don't have him with Geo, like Ito or something like that. Ito or Ningguang probably, but I think Ito. Like if you don't have these two together, then each one of them is useless. Alright, Hu Tao is S tier. She's insane. She could dish out a ton of damage. She's a DPS, but she's just not SS. Kaya, not recommended. Ching B, Klee. I don't like Klee B. She's just clunky to play. Kokomi is coming out next banner. Her and Ganyu. But for Kokomi, she's really good. I recommend using her as a DPS, although she's a healer. But as long as she is in the field, she could do a ton of stuff. If she's not on the field, then I think her burst or skills. I think her burst is useless if she's not on the field. So you need her DPS. Mona, I don't know. I'm dropping Beidou and Goro. You could probably drop Diona and Teizo as well, actually. Ningguang B. I'm putting them back up, actually. Noelle, not recommended. Although she's fun to play. B. Unplayable. A or B? Either or, actually. Alright, so for... Oh crap, I forgot her name. Kujo Sora. Yeah, for Kujo Sora. If you don't have her C6 and paired with Raiden or any Electro unit that needs buffs, she's just not recommended really having her. She's not C6 and paired up with Raiden. But if she is, she's A tier. She could buff your Raiden to dish out a ton of damage. So I'll put him in the put her in the middle. We're talking about Raiden. She is SS. She is definitely one of the best DPS, not the best DPS in the game. She could easily get you a ton of damage, and as long as and her team comps are really easy to play. Like you could just get her, you could just get Zhangling out of Abyss, like floor 3, so everyone could get her. Xingqiu was given free like a couple patches ago, and I would just get lucky on C1 Bennett, I guess. Seiyu B tier, she's useless. A tier since that's not S. A tier since she's really good. I want him soon, so I'm putting him in there. Xiao is really good. Yei Miko is not as good though. Yoimiya is also not as good. Yunjin, if paired up with Yoimiya, sure. But yeah. Ayato is here. Yelan. Oh crap. This is a difficult choice. Yelan could be SS. Not for anything, just since she could be put in many teams, and she just changes these teams forever, man. Like Yelan could be SS. I'm putting her up in SS, I don't care. Kikishinobu before they put her. Alright, Travelers. Dendro Traveler is good, so that's boosting it from not recommended to B. That's the same thing with Lamine. Tignari now. Alright, so I've tried Tignari. I'll be coming out with a vid really soon about how to play him. So I'll boom it here, but let's keep him till the end. Collie. I really like Collie and the other Dendro applicant, but since Traveler over here has that, gives a better applicant, putting her in B, boosting up Traveler to A, as long as it's Dendro, by the way. And I'm putting him in S. Don't pull for him. The research has been done, but before he came out, I was trying to make a vid saying don't pull for him. But after trying him, his E just gives you 3 quick shots, like 0.6 second quick shots. Like, I think even trying to get just normal shots out is much harder than just getting those 3. Just use his burst, use all your supports, give that E, boom, 3, just keep that cycle going. I'll show it, and this story is not released yet. Yelena already put her in SS. Tukushinobi has been put somewhere. Obviously here. Alright, so yeah, let's review stars at the highest point. Yeah, so for the last 5, I'm not too sure, but this is my tier list. If you don't agree with anything, they're not too organized, so don't tell me, for example, Zhangling's better than Changsho or something. Qingshou. Alright, they're not too organized, but I know that everyone is in the right rating. You could drop down, like, Beidou, Goro, as Travelers if you want. Yei Miko, nah, I don't think you should drop Yei Miko. Tignari, you could drop. Ganyu, you could just higher, like, just put her a higher point, put her in SS. Yoimiya is fine there, Official's fine, Yula's fine. These guys are fine. You could increase all these just here. I don't like them. Those are their standard banners, so yeah. But these 3, if you want, Muna is a buffer, Jean is a healer, Kaching is a DPS. So yeah, that's really it for the video. So yeah, guys, see you in the next one.